the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, this one I see I numbered them 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right, so let's see here. Okay, Charles had to Sandringham after meeting with Harry for 45 minutes. This could have been a Zoom call, but then again, for peace of mind, it's best that he did go. I hope Harry gets to check in on his aunt and uncle Spencer's while he's there. All right, Sussex Squad. There's that here. All right, well, for better or worse, Harry saw his dad and he can go home knowing he checked in on him. That's true. Next week specifically, when he's doing his Invictus, he could have peace of mind. There's the thumbs up. I think there was a definite reason that Harry needed to be there in person. Have no idea what that will be. Okay, I'm not gonna even look at you delusional, or you relate to the Spencers, or you in contact with them. My guess is no. Harry is close to Diana's family, and that's the fact. Okay, go see your dad 45 minutes to get security. No, it's not about security. He brought his own security with him. But Charles is in need of Harry. So therefore, he provide him with the security. When he doesn't need Harry, for all he cares, Harry is no longer alive to him. Security to go see people you want to see after you make sure he is still himself. Whatever. Let's block this, because people who saying stupid things, I do not want to see that thing. Okay, I'm proud of him and I trust him and Meghan. This visit destroys the countless headlines they prepare to smear him while being. And thank you. This is it. This person gets it. That's it. This is exactly what I'm saying. I'm proud of him and I trust him and Meghan. This visit destroyed the countless headlines they prepared to smear them while being in Vancouver next week or out and about. That's it. That's it. I agree with that. Okay, I agree. And who knows, maybe next week, if God forbid something happened to Kate, they're gonna let it go. That's when they're gonna release it. I agree. And check in with his UK-based patronages. Okay, maybe he will check in with Wank. Okay, nah, that's not his problem. But they may be keeping her in a dungeon somewhere. They had a whole pap team on his trail. How is Harry irrelevant again? All right, so let's get to the next one. I'm wondering, did I do this morning? Next tweet, or maybe some tweets are repeated. Okay, Harry flew for 10 plus hours for a 45-minute conversation, and now Charles is off to Norfolk. This just gets weirder and weirder. Okay, so that's a retweet of that. King Charles has left Clarence's house and a helicopter is waiting for him at Buckingham Palace. It is believed Prince Harry left moments earlier. Their meeting will have lasted less than 45 minutes. Okay, perhaps King Charles had to tell him something that he couldn't say over the phone. Could be. Alright, what a horrible father. Hope he makes it quick for another coronation to take place. Oh my god. Okay, Prince Harry has known King Charles has cancer for some time. Okay, we do not know. Allegedly, Prince Harry came to Britain to say goodbye to Kate. You never know. Just wait and see. She's dying or already gone. William is on house arrest. Maybe. Okay, will it be a murder charge? Very interesting. We will see the story the British media tells. Very interesting. Let me bookmark this. That sounds very interesting. Allegedly. Okay, let's just put allegedly because these people are keeping these things under wrap. Okay, my spidey sense are through the roof that none of this is about King Charles III. It's about where is Kate. And you can argue with the wall. I like when the squad said that. So when the Rangers come under their mention and he's like, did you read what I said? Argue with the wall. Okay, let me tell you something. Harry having a waste man of a father who cheated on his mom and doesn't have the emotion capacity to be what his children needed him to be is the most relatable thing about him. Okay, 45 minutes is all Chuck could give him. That's just sad. I hope Harry finds peace, that he went and saw his father and either goes and sees the Spencers for a little visit or go back home. Seeing the Spencers would be nice. Okay, I think Harry played this brilliantly. Now the British media can speculate when if Harry should visit. He's shutting it down. And now Harry and Meghan can go to Canada next week without all the yep, see, the squad knows. That's exactly what I've been saying. They're so selfish. They can go to Canada, but not to see his cancer-stricken father. It's well played. Yeah. All right. Listen, there is something very, very odd happening right now, and I'm not sure any of the speculation so far explain half of it. Could be. Okay. What is all this? Okay, Charles has been crying. Crying for what? I don't know. This probably doctored. Look at how white this thing is. Okay, Charles has been crying. They're both wearing black. I think they are all saying goodbye to Kate before they turn off life support. Okay, nobody knows. Oh, look at her. She's smiling. Now she could have control of the kids. And the airhead doesn't know much. Okay, it's definitely odd because planning had to have gone into it. Prince Harry had a full security detail, which means he was invited. That's that. Why will King Charles III invite him all the way there for such a short meeting? I'm confused. Okay, after this, that's it. How it's weird. Prince Harry may be staying a day or two. He's already leaving. King Charles made time in his shed schedule so they could meet. Considering the diagnosis, I have done exactly same as Prince Harry, King Charles days, like Queen Elizabeth II, full of things that must be done. I'm happy he was able to see his dad, even if it was just for a few minutes. Okay, Harry made his decision to fly to England to visit his father. Based on his reason, we don't have to agree nor judge his decision. Wherever he lives and whatever circumstances, Harry is still a prince and his father a king. Well, that says it all. Really, Charles isn't Dad of the Year. Harry did the right thing by making an effort and can now go back to his real family. I bet Harry is off Salty Island before Chuck arrives at Sandringham. I suspect the conversation was more about Kate than anything. The other thing we have to take into consideration with that short visit Harry made is that what he said in court during his security detail that was happening. Remember, he was fighting to pay for his security. They told him he needed to give them, I think, Home Office 28 days advance notice so they could prepare for him. 28 days. That's a lot of days. So now there's that short visit. Where is that 28-day preparation? So which means there was an urgency. That's because Charles needed Harry to come. So he provided the security. So if Charles really, really wanted Harry to have the security, he could have had it. The only thing I think Harry could get out from this is the fact that he already told the court that this is what they told him. He needed to give them 28 days notice. But every time he goes over there, his security and well-being is in question because, based on what happened to his mother, and the royal rats don't know any better, they keep going at it or whatever, and Charles doesn't give a shit what happened to him. So why did they tell him 28 days notice, and now there it is, a short notice? I don't know, it was maybe 2 or 3 days they said that he had cancer, and before you know it, and Harry was already in the UK. What was the urgency? Why did Charles was able to provide him with security? So this is something Harry could raise. I don't know if his security thing in court is done with. So whatever I have on my channels, Up Team Sussex, that's all I'm aware of. I don't know if there was a resolution in court, if it's still continue or if it's finished. But this is something that he could use if it's still ongoing. But this is something that he could use to tell the court. Remember, anything you say in court can be used against you. So him telling the court 28 days notice was told by the Home Office, and now this is less than 28 days. He was able to go over there and get full security that he needed, but that was provided to him. So what's going on here? Okay, so if the thing's still ongoing, he could tell the reason why he was in court, why he was in the UK for short notice and was able to get the security. Okay, maybe in court he could tell the judge what was discussed between him and his father. It's all allowed because he needs to win. When you need to win, you tell whatever you are aware of. So Charles probably just F up. Maybe saying he has cancer was a way to get Harry's full attention, to get him in the UK. Maybe there were other times where Charles probably wanted him to be in the UK. Harry just ignored him. But by putting this cancer kind of scared to the public, Harry had the obligation to go because the whole world know that he has cancer. And remember, there's a video that I did. It has been done before. I told you guys this was gonna happen. That was like in 2020 when I did this video. So Harry better be very careful. His father doesn't care about him. Maybe the cancer was a way to get Harry's attention. Okay, allegedly. I don't know if he truly have cancer, but if he doesn't, that was a way to get Harry's attention. Or maybe he capitalized on having the cancer, if it is, and then use that to get Harry over there. That father is purely evil. I think it has to do with the tabloid in a way. Okay, we'll wait and see what happens in coming days. Could be, now that the squad talking about that. Okay, there's more comment. Let's move on to the next one. It's funny, the Avengers don't say a damn thing. Don't ask for Kate and everything, but they're always spewing stupidity online. Alright, next tweet. Not Prince Harry doing a California roll by the palace and went back home. There's that here. Oh, I started putting things already. Okay, that was February 6th, yesterday. Okay, chill. I'm at the gym. Longer than was in England. Okay, Okay, will N fix himself a plate to go and say hi to the kids and dipped. Alright, Harry was like, Dad, you're good. You're going to listen to the doctor's orders. Do you need anything? No, I'm out. There's that here. Alright, after this, that's it. Alright, Harry said, well, let's pause this. Well, I'm gonna get, what the hell? Okay, Harry said, well, I'm gonna get on out of here. It's parent-teacher conference night at the school. I'm cool with whatever arrangement y'all decide on. There's that. Peace out. That man has some black ancestry because that was a petty compulsory visit to the N-shade group if I ever saw one. Okay, pop in and pop out. Hey man, you okay? I suppose, dear boy. Now if you're cool, keep your heads up. Then even finish the sentence and he's out. Alright, next tweet. Okay, there's that. Every time Prince Harry comes back to the UK to show support to his family, he remembers why he left. That's for sure. Not this blowing up. Check out my music. Okay, I don't wanna. Okay, so this one 9 hours ago. His dad was playing with fire. British media. King Charles is about to get burned and Harry doesn't want to help withdraw his 100+ cases. Only if King Charles had helped him from day one. Now we watch. God keeps protecting Harry and King Charles will shit in his pants. Time will tell. Alright. They let him know that the game rules haven't changed. British media is trash. Okay, that's one thing for sure, because the minute he step in, they pick up where they left off. The tabloid, that is. Okay, they let him know that the game rule hasn't changed. British media is trash. Sometimes you need that reminder to confirm that you made the right decision. That's for sure. Imagine flying 5,000 miles to see your ailing father and he says, you've got 30 minutes, darling boy. I'm off to Sandringham. My God. Okay, what kind of a father is he? I know he's not well, but surely he could have managed a bit longer. Okay, and testament to the rest of the world why him removing his family from that family was the right thing to do. Exactly. This nation is rotten. I'm telling you. They're showing who they are. I don't know. Something is happening. It's just that they don't know how to break it to the people. And then when you look at, if it's Kate, but when you look at William's behavior in public, I don't know. He's gonna get it. People don't like those kind of things. Despite the fact that the other one is the way she is, but this kind of behavior, humiliation and all of that, whatever. I was making reference between William and Kate when they are in public. How William humiliate Kate in public, even though many people, you know, from our side, the squad, don't really like Kate's behavior, but that William's behavior is even worse. You know, I don't know. I'm not talking for everybody, but at least for me. William's behavior toward Kate in public is very disgusting and very disturbing. Yeah, that's what I was making reference to in my original recording. Next tweet. Okay, the palace wanted him back for something, threw together security for him with days, maybe less notice. I personally don't think it had anything to do with Charles' cancer. Alright, Harry had police escort to his dad, but a few weeks ago his lawyer were in court arguing that he and his family needed security and the palace didn't care. Okay, so maybe now they could say that perjury kind of thing. Why you lied to the court when this could have happened for him? I don't know. Alright, so let's continue. Royalist spaces on TikTok and Reddit are seething about the security because they know what it signifies. They won't admit it, but they know. Alright, only one son was summoned. Okay, only one son responded to the summon. Very interesting. Okay, there's that. Only one son felt the need to call Backgrid and alert both American and British tabloids to his visit. Nah, not Harry. Okay, but I read somewhere where the tabloid wrote something and then they frame it as if it's Harry who leaked it. You think Harry will leak that he's coming to the UK? When, you know, there's so many people have been prosecuted for the choice of his wife. Okay?
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on a on more than one occasion, on several occasions.
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
All right, so there's that here. The other son has been quietly supporting the late Queen and his father for 2 decades. Back grid doesn't work like that. Some press called his office and he confirmed he was coming. The press are on the public areas just outside of the restricted space. With press outside of Clement's house, Harry couldn't really deny it. Okay, probably has to do with 100 cases, lol. So that's the thing here. Harry is not going to withdraw the cases, and the same mouthpieces will pick up exactly where they left. I don't even think he has cancer. I'm sorry. If he does, God will deal with him. In my humble opinion, they threw the cancer out to get Harry's attention. Alright, so 3 people responded. Okay, I posted my thought on that also. Don't believe it either. Same as Paul Burrell doesn't believe he's lying as either. I don't know why they lie so much. I believe the BS he put out a couple of years ago regarding the ring. I don't know why the UK accept this form of information. Okay, Paul Burrell had me believing that ring shit until spare. Yeah, Harry shredded the light, the ring lie. Okay, please explain to me about the ring. I recently became Team Sussex after watching their Netflix docu. There's so much I need to get up to speed on. We're talking about Diana's ring, the possibility curse one. Alright, that's because the thing that Diana went through, okay, and it's passing on to the what's her name, that Kate thing we sort of mentioned. Council of State meeting. Beatrice was seen at Clarence house this morning as well. The timing seems a little too ironic. Okay, I didn't know anything about that, but let's move on. Prince Harry lives over 5,000 miles on another continent on the west coast of another country. Yet, he's the first to visit Charles since the cancer diagnosis, despite all the other relatives living in the same country with Charles. There's the thinking face. He really is good King Harry. Alright, the Duke of Sussex was the first relative seen to visit the king since his diagnosis was made public. Neither Buckingham Palace nor a spokesperson for the Sussexes commented on whether the Duke had any. Alright, so there's that here. They don't, things like that, especially when he's traveling to go to the UK. That's one thing Harry will not make public. But, the royal rats frame the headlines as if it's the Sussexes who leaked it. Okay, wait, William hasn't visited his dad. That's very odd. That would be an important photo app. We know it's not because he's taking care of Kathy and the kids. What's going on across the pond? I thought Charles and Anne were very close. She hasn't visited her brother. So strange. He is a lovely man from the beginning. Nobody can take away the love from him. Meghan and kids always luck and love. Alright, now this makes me suspicious. I'm starting to think this story was the only way to get Harry back without raising eye about something else. I think so too. Yeah. Okay. By now, Harry should have done a deep and dive after that 45-minute visit. I'll go on a limb and say Harry's been brief. Let's see. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, probably told him in person. They don't want people to know eavesdropping with phone hacking and all of that. And said, look, maybe the brother did something to the wife. And now this is what happened. Remember what is it? Is it the Spanish and then the Dutch? And, picking up on that, they say she was in a coma and all of that. My pronunciation, coma, and all of that. So who knows? I don't know. All right, and Charles could only spare him 45 minutes of his time, even though he traveled 5,000 miles. Okay, it was made public. They were probably all told in person before the public. I don't know. Something is gonna happen. They're gonna. The storm is coming, like I said. All right, and then I don't know. Knowing how the people in the UK, they literally, whenever it's royal, they forget about every problem. Morality and sympathy and, core values out the window. Okay, so it's like the royal could do whatever. But let's continue. Like you will sleep in a snake pit. Okay, his family publicly disrespected him by selling stories about him and lying about his wife making KKK cry and that she bullied the staff and he's not interested in meeting William. Alright, Prince Harry is not stupid. A couple of thumbnails where I put, they are snakes and all of that. Alright, there's this here. Oh, that looks nasty. Okay, Harry has no plan to reunite with Prince William during UK visit. Okay, Prince Harry has no plan to reunite with Prince William during UK visit after King Charles. 8 hours ago, New York Post. New York Post is one of who own New York Post? Okay, hotel is 1,000 times safer. Okay, safer. Right, there's me here. Let's pause. Okay, those palaces are old and not up to date. Hotels are 100 times better than freezing palaces. If he is still in the UK palace sound nice on paper, and reality not so much. Only top 2 or 3 royals probably have the best. Alright, the rest of the scavengers not so much. Harry owned his mansion in 21st century. Harry, thank you, but no thanks. There's that here. Harry won't stay in a royal residence that's not allocated to him because they will bug his calls to his wife. Yeah, I think so too. He can have his private security in a hotel because he can trust British police apart from driving him through traffic and daylight. I think so too. Prince Harry is used to staying in hotels all around the world. Alright, upmarket hotels with no unsheathed knives aimed at me, or castles with mold, drought, and ghosts to choose. She seems to not understand that Harry chose to leave because he didn't want that life. He was bullied and used to protect the others. Just look at the royal family. They're sinking. They talk about Harry days and night, begging him to come back because he is the only one with the relevancy. Alright, he core values. That's the thing. He have integrity, self-respect. The others, not so much. Next tweet. They haven't once asked for Prince Harry's defective brother, William. The British media has decided clearly this is the British king in waiting. Alright. What King Harry will make and Meghan a queen. Okay. Bahaha, bahaha. Harry by name, Harry by nature. Alright, let's pause this. Something serious is happening. William is missing. No one is asking about Kate. The Middleton are quiet. I don't know. If something, I will hell on this. Okay, I have more chance of being king than he has. So that's that. Well, not really, because he 7 or 6 in line or 8, whatever it is. Okay, so if anything, Harry has a better chance. You never know. If God forbid something happen over there, let me not even go there. Am I putting this again? So somebody retweeted it again. Okay, the vileness, the UK media never ceased to amaze me. After the way they and the others treated the Sussexes just weeks ago, smearing baby Lily, and to now even utter her name, shows the media's shamelessness. Unlike the others, Harry will protect his kids always. Okay, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. This one seems a bit longer.
Do you know, Jeremy, I was thinking that when this news first broke, how useful would it be to have Harry and even Meghan in the royal family at this very point in time? I think everything...
No, I think Meghan have moved on, okay? If they dare to come back, okay, I will not be talking about them anymore. Okay, I'm done. Because these people, they will pick up exactly where they left off. Because they do not know any different. There's a huge revamp, something that needs to go in the UK to, it's like, not recharge, to reset those people's brain because they're too vile. All right, let's continue.
Thing that happened with them was such a missed opportunity. And I was having some thoughts yesterday when I heard the news that Prince Harry was flying over to come and see his father, the King. And I just felt that it was such a shame that he didn't want to take this opportunity to bring Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth.
What the hell? Is this guy for real? Is this guy for real? Why would he bring his kids here when Harry himself is not even safe? What the hell? Oh, please. This guy, my God. All right.
So they could spend some time with their grandfather who was very seriously ill. Obviously, there's been some bad blood between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family, but I do actually think it's a bit cruel to separate a grandfather from their grandchildren. For
how much pain can Harry take? How much pain should he take with these abusers? And you saying for him to bring his kid, he's trying to remove his children from this toxicity, and you're telling him to bring his kids? Are you freaking ridiculous? Are you that stupid? Okay, you know what? In order for you to understand, stay in national television saying this BS after knowing full fact what he went through, and he spilled it out in his book, and he did the docu-series, you still don't get it to your skull, then you shall experience it yourself in order for you to understand what Harry's going through. Are you that dumb?
No apparent reason it was seen.
Well, and the Queen, in a way, died without seeing very much of her great-grandchildren.
Well, Harry did what needs to be done, because Harry said they spoke over the phone many times, and the squad used to make fun with that about the burner phone. Okay, to take the burner phone away from her, because the Queen used to be in contact with Harry. They did what needs to be done. Charles don't even want to pick up Harry's phone call. So why would he bring his kid to this toxicity? One of the things I remember Harry said, I don't know where he said it, that the Queen was saying how well behaved the kids were in comparison to those savages that's over there. Nobody with the right foundation to put a stop to those kids' stupidity, the nonsense that they're doing. I mean, they are kids, but this is where you have to, correct the wrong. But if none of them, those adults, were never corrected, how are they going to correct these kids? And this is why I say Harry is like a miracle over there. I don't know how he was able to come out to be this of a legend of a person. But this guy, Harry, spelled out everything to us. Why he's removing his family from that, and you're saying to bring his kid back, and then things is not even safe. They took his security, but for that moment Charles needed Harry for whatever reason it may be, nobody knows, just pure speculation and conversation. Okay, provide him with the security that he needed to see him. And then after that, what happened? My goodness, you seen police who's being arrested, or not arrested, or sacked, or prosecuted, that's the word, prosecuted for nonsense they're spewing about Harry's family. Okay, the one that Harry, created with Meghan. So why would he bring his child there, his children over there? And Charles doesn't even care about Harry.
Kathleen is in the West Midlands. Kathleen, your thoughts?
My thoughts are that definitely it is wonderful news that Harry is coming to see his father, and that at this time, I think, yes, an awful lot has been said and a lot of hurtful things have been said, but this is a time now where they can have a get-together, they can talk about it. Again, I agree with the gentleman that said about Charles not being able to see his grandchildren.
He doesn't care. The moment when Charles took Harry's security and then pick up his phone, Harry was dead to Charles. Okay? Harry was at Tyler Perry's house for a couple, months or something like that, or weeks. Did Charles bother to call Harry to find out where he's at? No. So, according to Charles, I think he doesn't care if Harry live or... He only needs Harry when he wants to be propped up to get some adoration or some crap. Alright? The foundation for Harry and Charles is not even there, but it was there for with the Queen. So why would he bring his children when the foundation is not even there? What if certain wounds haven't healed yet, and then bring his children who probably never seen argument between adults and get in the middle of that and seeing Harry arguing with his father? And this is something Meghan specifically told Harry she does not want to raise a family in this type of environment. Okay? You see how William's kids is behaving in public, putting his hand on his mother's mouth and all of that. So why would Harry bring his kids when a foundation between him and his father is not even secure, is not even tight yet? And then there will be argument, and then his child, Archie, who's 4.5, probably almost 5, okay, will see Harry arguing with his father. Now that he sees this as an example, now when he's arguing with his father, let's say down the line, you never know what the kids will remember. And something happened, and Archie is arguing with his father, and he could always pinpoint that moment and say, oh, you were arguing with your dad, so why are you doing this? This kind of thing. Meghan already put from the beginning, the foundation, and said she does not want to raise a family in this toxicity. And Harry's toxic family is not even healed yet. So why would he bring his children in that toxicity? All right? So when they see family arguing, if, you know, knock on wood, they never experienced that, okay, it will be brand new to them. It will be like, oh my God, where did that come from? Why would you argue with your mother? Why would you argue with your father? Why do this? Why? It's foreign to those kids. So why bring them in the toxicity? The royal family needs to fix itself first. Okay? Harry got the help that he needed when there were issues. They laugh at him. They mocked him. They call him drug addict and all sort of things. So the royal family needs to fix itself to a standard that is respectable for Harry's children. These people are crazy. Even the person in the phone call. Why will Harry bring his family, his children in this toxicity? And that Rottweiler who's fuck.
The point is, those children are going to grow up one day and they're going to start asking questions. Why weren't we allowed to go and see Granddad?
Because Granddad is toxic. Granddad wished the father was dead. He didn't pick up his phone call. He took his security, health, and safety was not there. Harry, okay, all this is laid out. The tabloid was writing a narrative for Harry's children. Okay, Harry and Meghan came out and tell their truth. Okay, so Harry's children could go back to some of these things and say, oh, now I understand why my dad did this. Now I understand this. Now I understand. Okay, the tabloid lie every day, creating narrative for the future.
You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
Now Harry's saying that's not how it went. This is why Harry's calling those people to court. To make sure it's very well documented. I've said this before. Okay, I'm moving this back so I could stop talking.
One day, and they're going to start asking questions. Why weren't we allowed to go and see Granddad? Why is it that, you know, and I think that's what they forget. But it would be wonderful for Meghan, because Meghan could have done such a lot for the royal family.
Okay, you should have known this way before. Meghan came as neutral as possible to help the institution. Nobody appreciated her work ethic. Instead, they bash her for it. They told her to be 50% less. You people are freaking have your head under their royal ass. Deep inside the royal ass. While you there, pull out Charles Cancer out of there. Because you guys are brain dead. You don't understand this kind of things. Why will Meghan put herself back in this toxicity? What the F is wrong with the people? Well, not all of the UK, but my God. But let's continue.
She could have been working for children of mixed race, black children. She could have done such a lot. She could have made that a really. She was given, I believe, patron to the theatre, which is what she understands and knows about. She could have.
Okay. Oh, you just noticed that? You just noticed that the Queen understood the assignment. This is why the Queen gave Meghan these patronages, things she's already good at. But instead, you guys went on a bashing and none of the public said a damn thing. You let the tabloid run wild, bash her. Nobody came to her rescue, with the exception those MPs who wrote the open letter and things like that. But the public keep their mouth shut. My goodness. You got what you deserve. Meghan doesn't have to do a damn thing. She came neutral with respect and understanding. She knew what the assignment was.
Also giving up your career.
Yes, that's nice. Yes. But I don't see it as giving anything up. I just see it as a change.
It's a new challenge.
It's a new chapter, right? And also keep in mind, I've been working on my show for 7 years. So we were very, very fortunate to be able to have that sort of longevity on a series. And for me, once we hit the 100 episode marker, I thought, you know what, I have ticked this box, and I feel really proud of the work I've done there. And now it's time to, as you said, work as a team with you. Yeah.
But do you have that sense of responsibility, Prince Harry, for what you're asking Meghan to do?
Of course, that sense of responsibility was essentially from day one, or maybe a couple of months in, when I suddenly realised, actually, this is, you know, I know that I'm in love with this girl, and I hope that she's in love with me. But we still had to sit down on the sofa, and I still had to have some pretty, you know, frank conversations with her to say, look, you know, what you're letting yourself in for is, it's a big deal, and it's, you know, it's not. It's not easy for anybody, but I know that, you know, at the end of the day, she chooses me and I choose her, and therefore, you know, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. So, I think she's capable.
So nicely said, isn't it?
I don't know. She's capable of anything, and together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good, and you know, with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time, hopefully.
And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about.
She did it so well that few seconds she was there, but you guys rejected her.
Piers, if you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
So why would she put herself back in this? Let me read some of this that I went off. Okay, this is the disdain Jeremy Vine showed toward baby Lily not long ago. Okay, let me pause this. Compare that to how they gush over Cambridge's kids. Now Jeremy gaslight the public about the Sussex kids. Fuck Vine. Alright, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Let's see here. Okay, I went too far back. It's playing, by the way.
Oh gosh, they're staying with the royal family actually. In the mirror, Prince George has turned 9. Oh, look at
wonderful.
That. Look at the face. Look at that little face. Look at that.
So this is Diana's enduring legacy.
Do you not remember when it was Baby Watch? Was it not just the other day? How is it? How is it 9 years has gone by?
I can't believe it
so quickly.
That's such a parent comment.
It is.
You know, when you see them on Facebook,
right?
and someone gets to 9 or 10, is how did that happen? Passing of time.
You see a kid you haven't seen for a while, you're like, you were a baby just yesterday.
Thanks.
George is so well behaved. As a postscript to what you just said.
Isn't that same George I've heard? What is it, when William was young and he said to one of his classmates, his father is gonna be king, so when something about when his father king, he's gonna like go after them or something like that. And George repeats something similar in that nature not too long ago. But whatever, be in the delusional world. Okay, I don't want to bash children. Okay, let me leave it as that. But let's listen, and hopefully she put a comparison to how they're talking about Harry's children.
This to me is one of the great victories but tragedies of Diana, that she never got to know these grandchildren. Imagine the glorious happiness she would have had from this family.
And you can see little bits of her.
Yeah.
Okay, so she did put that. Let's see here.
Story in the Sun we're going to look at now, which is about the Sussexes sharing a baby photo of Lilibet, named with the Queen's nickname when she was young. And it's a photo of a child, basically. I don't know what more to say about it than that. Are you excited by this, Nadia?
Oh, I mean, she's very cute.
Yes. Not suggesting she's not.
She looks just like her dad.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Because we could probably see a picture of Harry at the same age, and he did look a bit like Lilibet, Ian. But again, that is interesting. Yes. I'm failing here, aren't I?
We're all struggling with
something
to
interested in this.
Oh.
Let's see, we've got a guest on now, and we're going to see whether our guest is interested in this story. The author and journalist Christopher Snowdon joins us. Morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
We're trying to get a little bit more interest in the picture of Lilibet. Can I interest you in that as a story?
Not massively. I mean, it's a nice picture. Looks like a baby.
That's it. No more than
You
that.
say
Wow.
it's a picture of a baby.
Wow. Wow. And then all the stuff they were saying, I mean, all the thing they were saying about what's the other boy who turned 9, but they can't say anything about. Wow. I guess if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Okay, I'd rather take that than anything else. But my goodness. Let me read these and then I'll go into that. Okay, those two presenters have no clue. Meghan and the children can't come here because it isn't safe. There's that. Their secure residence and their security was taken away. There's that as well. Fragmore. It's great Harry is coming, but he won't stay long. He has another life and has suffered so much vilification for leaving. Okay, when those kids grow up and want to know why they won't see their grandfather, all they have to do is turn to the internet and let them see their security was removed and they were evicted from their home by grandpa. That's it. There's more to that too. Okay, I can barely listen to the whole recording, and that racist institution, they need Meghan and her blackness to prop up all the other and effective but non-melanated royals. The same was going to apply to her children. Shaking my head. Let me read some of the 17 comment here. Multiple time with multiple pegs. We seem to be struggling to find anything to say about Harry's daughter. She looks like a child. Yeah, Archie and Lily aren't missing anything by not living in the UK. Yep. So nothing has changed. It's Meghan's fault as usual for staying away and keeping the children safe from saintly Charles and his most angelic royal family. There's the warning eye. Makes me sick. Okay, that's actually really offensive to watch. I hate the media landscape in this country. Alright, there's always a black woman kissing the ass of the colonizer in these shows. And this is what I'm saying. They have their head up the asses of the royal family. While they're there, they might as well pull Charles' cancer out for them. Yeah, I've always seen the mouthpiece of hypocrisy, especially when he was stuck himself and that person was sent to prison. He described how awful it was, yet happy to pursue an innocent woman unto suicide. Val. Okay, that is so cruel. I could not listen any further. Okay, I felt ill watching this. So hard to watch. Imagine. Heartbreaking. I mean, the only thing I could say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But whatever was deep inside him, that's for God to keep. And thank God he didn't share it on national television to add to the vileness. So I'm talking about the guy they called to talk about Lily and say, that's a child, that's this. Okay, fine. I'll take that than anything else instead of the vilification, knowing what they've said before about Archie and all of that. Next tweet. The way the media is carrying on, one would think Prince Harry is the heir of the British throne and that Charles has one foot out death door. Okay, I think I covered this. Okay, they're going to write about this for weeks. Yep, okay, I covered this. Let's skip that. Alright, so this is the next tweet. This video I might turn it into 2 because I'm an hour and 26 minutes. Okay, an entire country is about to try and rug sweep 2016 to 2020. Alright, so they retweet that, or she retweeted that. Tomney, Prince William needs Harry and needs some brotherly love from celebrity. Alright, so that's just a headline. Nope, not today, devil. Okay, Harry is a clown foregoing. Over the next coming days, it will probably be revealed just how much of a clown move this was. Well, the only thing I will say, now that they made it public, okay, that he has cancer, allegedly, if it is true, because these people lie so much. So when he is doing his own thing, when the headline is coming up, oh, look at Harry doing this. Meanwhile, his father's in his dying bed and all of that. At least he covered that and said, I went to visit him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he's done with that. So I'm okay with whatever Harry, I mean, he has no choice anyway. Let's continue. They are still trying to sell us on the myth that the brothers were at one time close. They really weren't. They were at the same high school and rarely spoke. Was it Harry? There's one video that I have. I probably will share it with you. Harry and William was looking at some images of when they were in school, and Harry was saying he thought that when he's coming to that school, and he thought that William will protect him, but instead William said, you know, like he doesn't know him, this kind of thing. I'll put the clip.
Probably one of my first days. Probably me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me. probably one of my first tables. First, isn't it, probably? Me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me.
Okay, except it will be very, very hard for them to start being racist long enough to start sweeping. They lost their golden goose and are constantly marked worldwide, and still they want to shout, ew, a black lady, anytime they have to think about her. Okay, extension 345, the tantrum over Lil's name. Why there is no vaccine for racism. Okay, are they still hoping he will leave his wife and kids for his brother? Right, so is that an ad? That's an ad. Okay, it's funny how no one is brave enough to mention why he left. Okay, I mean, they should know by now. Alright, let me read bottom up. They gaslighting people and think they can rewrite history. The receipts are there for everyone to see. Yeah, I thought he had brotherly love with that Shrek guy. That's William with the cousin's husband. Okay, they need to vogue sweep his older brother for this to happen. William is still running his mouth about how much he hates Harry and all sort of vile filth about how he's going to disrespect Harry. Okay, what did Harry do to this guy? Something is missing in his head, or whoever's putting nonsense in his head. Wow. Okay, I don't know why you're so hung up on what happened in the past. Move on. Abusers, people, and the wrong language. Okay, it's funny how no one is brave enough to mention why he left. Let's see. Okay, and I'm done with that. Oh, I didn't want to respond. I want to go in it. Okay, I can't see that, so let's move on. Next tweet. Okay, what change is Liz Jones talking about? Because Charles seems to be in a good spirit. Okay, what cage and burdens Kate? Is she saying William is unstable? Okay, let's see here. Okay, no offense, but none of us is quite ready for William. I want to see Kate flying like a kite again for years, not cage and burden. We need someone stable. I'll say it again, we don't need any more change. Liz Jones. They probably know what's going on. They just giving hand out. They don't want to be the one in the UK to be pointed and say they leak the truth, but it seems like the Spanish reporters and the Dutch know what's going on, but the ones in the UK don't want to say it. All right, there's only one comment. That's exactly why she's saying, I guess that's all the UK press know it too, and they're dying to be able to say it freely. Yeah, I think that's what happened here. I think that's what's going on. She's giving hint, but she doesn't want to say it and then be in trouble. All right, be called to court for all sort of things. I don't know. All right, next tweet. I'm exhausted. Deep sigh. Okay, that's Fox News. That's in the US. King Charles thrilled Prince Harry is back as royal. Harry urged to build bridges with William. Expert. Maybe. All right, go talk to him to see. I don't know. He's probably going to some rage. Okay, maybe they thought only Harry could cure him or some shit. Harry was like, I'm not gonna go near this guy. Oh my goodness. He probably gonna be put in a mental institution. I'm just saying. Okay, not too sure you have your fact right on this one, and that's the reason I'm exhausted. There's that. If KKK is commenters, as it been reported, or severely brain impaired from her reporting surgery, King Charles III and Willie Leaks will need a regent for Prince George. Okay, this is where it's heading. One that is not a weak, broke, messy Middleton. Harry's visit has some very important ramification. I think so too. Alright, so I don't know. Say expert and what? Oh, damn. What the hell? Oh, to catch the snake. What in the name? That's crazy. And nasty too, pulling all those hair. Alright, let me read this and then that's it. Okay, I'm gonna need to see and hear an actual interview where Chuck is verbally sharing his thought and hopes with Harry in front of the UK tabloid dogs. Otherwise, that's just a UK dog barking and squalling to get its kibble. Okay, expert again. Harry never stopped being a royal. He just stopped working for the firm. Okay, by all means, very skate side. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I have two more. One of them is a prayer, and I'm gonna pick, I think there's 4 prayers. I'm gonna pick one out of the 4. Alright, next tweet. Do you know the difference between a fandom and supporters? Fandom makes it about themselves and their expectation from the people they are fans of. Supporters make it about the people they support. Therefore, don't set expectation on them, accept and support them. The thing that YouTube is making me go, what will you call me? A supporter, I guess? Next tweet. Oh no, the comment. Okay, this is why some people try to dictate what Harry and Meghan should or shouldn't do. Supporters, on the other hand, are completely behind them and don't get upset when they don't behave the way supporters will prefer, but accept they know what's best for them. Alright, we have no right to dictate what Harry and Meghan do or don't do. They are fully grown adults who make their own decision, and I support them in that. Some people expect them to be everything to everyone. They are only human, and like all humans, sometimes they may make mistakes. Yep, I don't even agree with everything they support. Alright, or they added again, yes, I'm definitely a supporter. If they like it, I love it. All right, so that's that. I mean, like I just said a few minutes ago, if they decided to go back to the UK, I'm done. I won't be talking about them. Whatever things that I have on them, content, that's the word I was looking for. Whatever content that I have on them, here, it will stay. But after that, things will change. Look at how I was talking about what is it, the Johnny Depp thing. Now that I know he got his justice and he's doing his thing, I move on. Alright, that'll be the same thing with me. That's one thing I will not support. I will not be making videos of. If they decided to go back, especially Meghan, decided to go back and to work over there, I'm done. Then whatever happens, happen. Alright, the writing is on the wall. The tabloid told you exactly how they felt. Some police officers tell you how they felt. They were prosecuted. Why go back to this toxic place? Alright, next tweet. When Meghan moved to the UK, she befriended the Grenfell Tower woman and used her platform to help. Meghan wasn't competing with Kate, who doesn't know how to use her platform for good. Emily Andrews, that video that I was sharing with you. Emily Andrews should stop lying. Kate loves photo app. Meghan likes to work. We got receipt. Okay, this is why Meghan was saying she doesn't mind being in the background to, you know, meeting with the right people and to educate herself and to maximize her potential.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
And that's all she was doing. All right, so let's listen to this.
Unlimited fairy tale appeal.
I heard you were amazing in Chicago.
She does what she feels comes naturally. And Harry is the most relaxed member of the royal family.
Do you see any scenario by which Harry and Meghan overshadow Kate and...
Oh, yes, I do. I mean, this is immediately was my first thought. You know, this could be a problem. Because Harry and Meghan are a very compelling couple. They're very charismatic and very relaxed and easy. The cameras will follow them. William and Kate are...
And she's right. The camera follow them. They moved to the US. What you're hearing every day about them, even though those people are lying anyway. It's 3 seconds left.
There's much more rigidity to them.
Okay. There's this one. The cookbook. Oh, what happened? Wait, let me make sure it works. Something is not working.
Throwing the food away. And she thought it was crazy. Why are we throwing food away when there are people that are hungry around and we could give it to them? She'd gone up the chain to try to get this food to be given away to people that were hungry. And there was some sort of policy or insurance or some bureaucracy that was getting in the way. And Meghan, this kind of sums up Meghan. She sees a problem. There's some sort of impediment to it that doesn't really make sense. She decides this impediment is harming people that are hungry from getting food. And I don't know how she did it, but the next thing you knew, we gave the food away to the hungry people. So.
Okay, so let's do this one.
right now. We've got, you know, if they had stayed in this country,
like the Beatles.
It would be like exactly sort of a second coming. And I think that, you know, we know that, well, I know that Meghan didn't like to be kind of second behind the Princess of Wales. She didn't. There's so much that's been said and done. But I think had they, and she was a woman. She wanted to hit the ground running and a woman in a hurry, which is fantastic. Had they bided their time somewhat, which they didn't want to do, and I can understand why, now they will be absolutely front and centre of the royal family.
Sure, but equally, I don't like this framing of what happened with Meghan and Harry as being Meghan and Harry's problem. Like, it's a missed opportunity for Meghan and Harry and the royal family.
Absolutely.
So it was something which happened from both sides.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it just led to this really unhappy situation.
Yeah, it has. And in the end, with families, maybe you can sort of forget the details of it and just move on. You know, stop worrying about it. Melvin.
Meghan and Harry. I just let you guys listen to it because these people are ridiculous. They conspired to get rid of them because they were outshining the heir and his wife. She assumed that royal duties was real work. They went above and beyond to do everything for her to leave. They're just pretending, the royal family. When Harry and Meghan came, especially Meghan came and showed what real work is all about, is like, Harry and Meghan are revealing their pretend thing. Alright, so they had to get rid of them. Okay, that's that precisely. If only the work-shy pair had put in as much energy working as they did and conspiring against Harry and Meghan, here we are, 2+ years later. Where are the work-shy successful projects? Exactly. Translation. Meghan did not want to dim her light and sit on her hands because all Kate could do was show up and wave. Okay, even her so-called fans cannot name one of her charities. That's how impactful KK has been. Alright, so that's so many receipts. We could open a department store. Alright, after this, that's it. Bottom up. The arrogance of Emily Andrews to say on Jeremy Vine this morning that she doesn't like being trolled on X despite the fact that she consistently trolls Meghan and Harry at every opportunity. What hypocrite this woman is. Oh, she said that? Okay, she was part of the reason Harry and Meghan had to flee the country. Okay, her Smart Works collection was ingenious and getting designers and John Lewis to participate raised so many clothes for the women. She is excellent at planning and getting good money for charity. Okay, imagine what could have been. Meghan is living her own life and minding her own business, period. Exactly. Alright, Meghan isn't the one who transformed her entire style to match a cosplay, although looks, they say, book protocol when the amazing Meghan Markle joined that family. She wasn't the one copying Meghan Markle's previous project. She was Meghan Markle, the original, and it's why, even now, she still sparkles. Alright, so there's more comment, and that is it. This is a prayer. I'm gonna pick one from them. Right? Oh, I copied the same thing. The prayer. I believe there's 4 of them, but I'm gonna pick one out of it. Alright, so there's that here. Prayers for Harry and Meghan and their family. Let's pick the first one. For who is God but the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? This God is my strong refuge and has made my way safe. He made my feet like hinds' feet and set me secure on the height. He trains my hands for war so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. Thou hast given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy help made me great. Thou didst giving me wide place for my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. 2 Samuel 22:32-37. Prayer, but if I do another video, that's where it will go. Okay, amen. A lot of the squad say amen. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So this video, there will be 2 parts to it. Okay, because I have 1 hour and 43 minutes. All right, so that is it.